What is going on, guys? It's James here from Inside United, and today I'm going to be doing a match review of Manchester United's 3-2 victory over Southampton at St Mary's, which puts them into second in the Premier League. Now, we got off to a very slow start, and poor marking saw United defence all over the place. Mane was causing all sorts of problems for the United defence in the first 25 minutes or so, and Pelé makes it 1-0 to Southampton 14 minutes into the game, when the first shot from Mane was saved and parried out by De Gea, but he could not do anything about the rebound, which Pelé didn't manage to tap home to give Southampton a 1-0 lead. And I think they were well earned for their lead because they were the better team. They started off brightly and they deserved to be 1-0 up. But there was no response from United, not enough risks taken. It was too cautious and too slow. You know, it was very frustrating. There was no real... as I said, it was always sideways and backwards, and no one really wanted to make that killer pass. But we did get a lifeline when somehow we managed to get an equaliser. Mata, I think he was offside, but Mata, he's running on goal. The ball was played through Mata, he's running on goal. I think he was offside, but the player tackles him. The dead ball is freed. There was Martial, who gets the ball, turns the defender, and calmly and he looks so composed, he manages to slot the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-1. There's so many players who could have yanked it over the bar. He looks so composed. The finish against Liverpool was very composed, and this finish was also composed, and it didn't look to faze him whatsoever. 1-1, and that's what we were going into at half time. United then make it 2-1 into the second half, just 5 minutes into it, when, just like Van Persie's first goal against Southampton in the 2-1 away win last year, this time it was Yoshida, not Font, and it was a poor back pass from Yoshida, which Martial gets onto and punishes him for slotting it into the back of the net. He takes his time and he coolly slots it into the net as well. And again, you know, it didn't look to have phased him. You know, he's 36 million for a 19-year-old to go and score 2 goals. You know, and he looks like the real deal. But again, you can't get too early. You can't, because someone you might also know is Makeda. You might know Makeda. Now, Makeda was a Manchester United player who's also young, around 19, 20 years of age. He scored against Villa in a 3-2 win, and then on his second game he scored against Sunderland in a 1-0 win. And so he's the only other player to have scored twice in 2 games. He's the only player to have scored 3 goals in 2 games, but the other player who scored in both of his first 2 games was Makeda, and his career did not end well. But if it wasn't for De Gea, would we have been where we are? Because De Gea then makes a world-class save, somehow reacting quick enough to push the ball out from going into his net to deny Font a goal in the 60th minute. United were 2-1 up. And then Memphis, who goes on a lovely trickery run, hits the post, and there was Mata, who responds first to it, who tucks it in for, to put United 3-1 up and double the advantage. However, Smalling does not get tight enough from a ball, sort of whipped in from the angle, and there was Graziano Pelle, who manages to head home the ball into the top right hand corner. De Gea was not going to do anything to it. It's too much pace on the ball, but again he was sort of left on his own. No one really marked him well enough, and that made it 3-2, and it gave a real game on for the last 5 minutes, plus an extra 5 minutes of stoppage time, so they had 10 minutes to really get a goal and sort of get something from it. But Manchester United held on, and thanks to some good saves from De Gea, he made a fantastic stop as well to deny Wanyama in injury time. Martial then is the person everyone's talking about. He's a young man, young talent, and bearing in mind we spent 36 million on him, you'd think he's got so much weight on his shoulders. Well, he's done brilliantly. 3 goals in 2 games, in 3 shots. He scored 3 goals in his 3 shots in just 2 games. That is something to be reckoned with, but don't get too overexcited. It's only 2 games, and really, if you're a world-class footballer for Manchester United, you should be able to take the chances he did get. But it's still, you have to get in those positions and score. So I'm going to praise him for it. We were sloppy and slow at the start, but today we were clinical, and I've said it at Swansea, I said it at PSV, and I've said it against Newcastle. We didn't take our chances, we didn't create chances, and we weren't clinical. Today, I think we had 3 or 4 shots, and we put every single one of them into the back of the net. Well, obviously, if it was 4, then we put 3 of them in, but otherwise we were very clinical today, and we took our chances, and I think we were very, very good. De Gea was pivotal for me. He was the man of the match because he basically did the most to win the game, and the saves were fantastic, which he made, and it was a fantastic result. 3 points against a very decent team. Southampton are a very good side. It's anonymous where they are in the league at the moment, because look where Chelsea are at the moment, and last year they're the best team in the league, so it doesn't matter where they are in the league, they're still a very decent team, and to beat them away from home is a fantastic result as well, but especially as our away form wasn't good last year. And you know, I think we showed good characters to come from behind to get the result, and you know, it wasn't a great performance, but it's a very good result, and that's all that matters. The 3 points puts us into second, just 2 points off the leaders City. Thanks for watching, see you later.